What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Today we're going to talk about ETH and why it is so strong. Guys, don't sleep on ETH. You guys sleeping on ETH? Don't be doing that. I don't know what else to say, but don't sleep on ETH, guys. Alright, so I'm going to play a couple clips from some pretty smart guys and one of the developers over at Synthetics as well, just using them as an example. But anyways, guys, first off, ETH has a working product, 1. 2, it's not just a promise. They're still building stuff. They have a crazy ecosystem. Look at all these stinking coins on here, guys. The list goes on and on. Look, show more. What? There's a show more? Dude, some of these coins don't even have like a single page. It's not even going to load because there's so many coins. What the pants? Oh, show more? Wow, there's more than that junk? All right, well, let's see what happens. Anyways, loading. Alright, you guys get the point. There's like so many coins on Ethereum. In fact, they just call it ERC20s because there's so many of them. But anyways, guys, you guys get the point. I mean, look at that. That's massive. Alright, so let me play this clip. This will kind of, I'm gonna say this wrong, but this will preface what this video is going to be about. So listen to this, guys.
It's coming from a very sort of centralized place without maybe a plan to kind of decentralize over time. There's going to be some questions about, is this a place that I want to commit resources to? Because you end up with a situation of platform risk. And I think Ethereum has platform risk, but it's a different type of platform risk than, say, like Facebook.
Yeah, I actually also now just want to ask a little bit about DeFi composability, because that was something that obviously at a certain point was a concern. But now that we have all this reputation anyway on these different layer 2s, I just wondered, does that make it less of a factor than it used to be and make room for these competitors to gain market share?
I mean, Solana, certainly the fact that it's not taking the same sort of approach to scaling and having all these multiple layer 2s, I think will have an advantage in composability, like just by definition, right?
Okay,
if we've got 4 different credible choices that a DeFi team on Ethereum can choose, right, between like Arbitrum, Optimism, Polygon, or Stockware, whatever, like you've got these, it just makes it hard, right? We could have a situation where 4 of the top DeFi projects all end up on different networks. So that's just something I think we need to be aware of. Whereas Solana, you deploy Solana, you're there. That's it. You're all in the same place.
In my conversations with traditional finance people, and I imagine a lot of pains he's had in the last few years as well, one of the coolest things is that they see the composability and they're like, oh, that. Like,
just so you guys can see, this is Kyle Samani.
And so I think it's a
from Multicoin.
Important thing to them is that like they tend to understand relatively quickly that like this is one of those step function improvements that the new system enables the old system not do. And it's certainly, I'd say, intellectually the coolest of them, and certainly the most kind of developer centric also of them, kind of those native new DeFi properties. And Solana clearly preserves those the best. And so I think there's going to be a real group of people who are drawn to that. I think for the most part, the world does not fully appreciate the degree to which these things are true at the moment. But as Ethereum kind of continues to become more heterogeneous across layer 1 sidechains and layer 2s, and as Solana just maintains everything organically working in like a single composable shard, that will become a lot more obvious to the world in 12 months' time than today. Or today it's kind of mostly just people like us theorizing. That will be very obvious. And I suspect a fair number of people will be drawn to that. Because they will perceive it as the right thing to optimize for. And it is a reasonable thing to want to optimize for.
And so do you think then we could see kind of like DeFi moving to Solana? Because so my next question for you was about, obviously we've seen these NFTs taking off in the last several months, and both Solana and Binance Smart Chain are creating their own NFT platforms. And so then I started wondering, are we just going to see different parts of the crypto ecosystem on each of these different chains? Like maybe DeFi moves to Solana or it grows its own kind of organic DeFi community.
This is important, guys.
Listen
to
this. Is more composable than DeFi and Ethereum's right now or something. Like, how do you think that kind of these more niche interests in crypto will affect this competition?
I don't think Ethereum, where it is today, will be displaced in any meaningful way in any foreseeable time horizon.
But even for like any particular use case?
Well, I mean, the use case is just whales. Like that's just already true. The retail dollars have peeled off to Polygon and BSC. I think the bigger question is, where do you onboard net new users into the system? And specifically, you can argue that even the major crypto companies, Binance, Coinbase, FTX, whatever, they all have some degree of ideology built in the DNA of the companies based on like the founders and like the VPs of product and whatever. Like just there's like we're all like everyone here owns a bunch of crypto, outside the job, and like they all have ideological beliefs about X and Y and Z. But like the people who work at like I don't know, let's just say Revolut for example, or whatever, or like Nubank in Brazil, like those people for the most part when they look at crypto, like their ideological beliefs are like 10x if not 100x lower than the people who work at Coinbase and Binance and FTX. And so they really don't care about all the stuff that we like spend our time thinking about. And so they're just going to be looking at like, okay,
all right, so you get the point with Kyle. Let me
practical benefit on Twitter.
Show you guys what Kane says.
So kind of adopt that view.
Listen to what Kane says. Listen
Kane,
to this.
do you have an opinion?
I've said this before on Twitter. I think the demand, probably in some Solana thread where people were annoyed by something I said, but the demand for decentralization doesn't come from users, right? Like users don't care; they just want to consume something that has some benefit to them, right? I think the demand comes from the engineers who have a belief that not just that they're ideologically aligned with the network, but that there is some practical benefit to being decentralized, right? And that being more decentralized has more benefits, right? But there has to be some practical benefit. If there isn't, like my thesis on Ethereum is that like being on Ethereum will, over the long term, be better. That there will be practical advantages to being on Ethereum.
Look, the developers are not in the short term. I'm not saying Solana, Binance Smart Chain don't have a place, but guys, they are not decentralized. I'll let Kane finish, and then I'll explain it.
Because of the way that it's constructed. And if that's not true, then yes, like of course people are just going to go to BSC or Solana or whatever. So when Revolut or a bank or like some fintech looks at which of the platforms we can deploy on, my genuine hope is that the practical benefits that I believe that Ethereum has will be obvious there. Why are you going on here versus going on BSC, right? I think for Ethereum versus BSC, we can kind of laugh about it because it's pretty obvious what the benefits are. Like, I could just run my own database if I'm Revolut. I already have that, right? So it's kind of obvious that you don't go to BSC, but I think it's less obvious for Solana, and I think that's the concern I guess that I have. That's to bring it back to the initial the kind of starting point that like if the practical benefits of being more decentralized are not 10x better or at least 5x better or something, then yeah, we could just see people going to a network that maybe makes that trade off a little less harshly than Ethereum does.
So a couple things. First, I really was expecting you guys to disagree more. So it does surprise me how much you are agreeing.
We're both equal, so like it can't be too bad, right? We can't hate each other too much.
Okay, well, Kane, out of curiosity, I mean, it just sounds like you would never build on Solana, even as you talk about what the benefits would.
So he built his case. He explained he's looking for decentralization. I'm not saying Solana is not decentralized, but it is not as decentralized as Ethereum. So now this is going to be the second part where he explains, and this is massive what he says, and this is the theory behind several developers behind Ethereum. And Ethereum has the network effect. It has all of the developers building on it. Now listen.
To building there. So why is that?
Like ultimately what it comes down to is I don't just have an ideological alignment to Ethereum, I've got a financial alignment, right? Like I've got a big bag of ETH and I'm here to make ETH as successful as I can, right?
Hang on. Let me replay that for you guys in slow motion.
I've got a big bag of ETH and I'm here to make ETH as successful as I can, right? So, and
do I need to play that again? I think I will. I'm here to make ETH as successful as I can. Okay.
I'm here to make ETH as successful as I can.
Wait, I thought you're the founder of Synthetics. Don't you have a project to work on? Guys, don't get me wrong. He is not the only developer on Ethereum. This guy's the founder of Synthetics. He hasn't left Ethereum. Why the pants did you not leave Ethereum? Why don't you just go to Binance Smart Chain? It'll be so much quicker and easier. I mean, you just launch it, get it going. No, guys, look, all of these developers, all of the early projects, all of the newer projects, where did they launch their ICO? Ethereum. What did they get in exchange for their tokens? Ethereum. They all have bags of Ethereum. They want to see Ethereum successful. That is where their network is built on, guys. They're built on Ethereum. They want to build. They want to make it stronger. They don't want to go on some new chain on Solana. It's not already built. The roads aren't already built. Just like, it's hard to explain, but guys, the network effect is huge. Everyone's on Facebook, right? Okay, so why don't you go to my new website? It's called Drakebook. When you go there, there's no friends there. There's no one there. It's just going to be you. But come on over. It's Drakebook. It's cool. It's fun. It's fast. No, it doesn't work like that, guys. It's the network effect. You guys see all of these cryptocurrencies? It's massive list. There's more than this. There's like 7,000 of them. I'm just not going to load the page because my computer will probably explode. I need to get a new computer. But you guys get the point. So if that's not saying enough, why does Binance Smart Chain copy everything that Ethereum does? Well, it's because Ethereum has all the innovation. Why does Solana copy all the things that Ethereum does? Well, all the same concepts that were on Ethereum are now coming to Solana because they realize Ethereum has all the development. If you don't believe me, when you go on Solana or on Polkadot or Binance Smart Chain, what do you compare it to? Oh yeah, PancakeSwap is like SushiSwap. Oh really? Where'd SushiSwap come from? Oh yeah, that one project called Ethereum. Okay guys, don't sleep on Ethereum. Go ahead and check out this video as well on the triple halving. Guys, I'm an ETH head. There's probably something wrong with me. No, well yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm kidding. There probably is something wrong with me. I have a couple things wrong with me. Well guys, you should check out Ethereum. Don't be sleeping on it, man. I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, it's Cardano. Oh yeah, it's Polkadot. Oh yeah, well Polkadot's a little different. They're actually working to be interoperable. And Cardano, I don't know. That Charles Hoskinson guy doesn't really like Vitalik at all. Hey, I don't get him, or I get it, man. It is what it is. I just hold a bag of both just in case. But I am more bullish on Ethereum. Don't sleep on Ethereum, guys. Everything's being built on there. I mean, you got Visa. They're even partnering with Ethereum. They're saying, yeah, bro, we're going to basically settle all of our transactions on Ethereum. What? What about the gas fees? Nah, we're good. We'll just do it. It's more safe. It's fine. We'll be okay. What? Why didn't you use like something like Tron? Tron or XRP, I mean, it's cheap. Why didn't you? Okay, fine. Guys, and another thing too. Look at this as well. Sure, you got Bitcoin. Sure, you got Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash. Those are all on PayPal. What is the only smart contract token on PayPal? Ethereum. Well, Ethereum is probably the most traded smart contract token out there. I'm not harping on Cardano. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying Polkadot's bad. I'm not saying Cosmos is bad. I'm not saying that. What are the other ones? There's so many of them, man. Binance Smart Chain, BNB. I'm not saying what's the next. Let me see. Well, you can consider Polygon one, but that's like a side chain. I'm not saying Solana's bad. I like a lot of them. But what I'm saying is, guys, don't sleep on Ethereum. Don't bash Ethereum. Ethereum may even turn into something that even works out to be a store of value, like even more valuable than Bitcoin with EIP 1559 coming out. Guys, there's so many people needing Ethereum to be successful. And there's one thing that tons of people are forgetting. What are the only two tokens not labeled as securities? Okay, yeah, it's Bitcoin and Ethereum. All the rest, they have not been labeled. If you guys remember what happened to XRP, guys, XRP back in the heyday was up to $3. It hasn't even passed its all-time high yet. It can't beat it. Polkadot, well, not right now after the dump. Obviously, it didn't pass its all-time high. But guys, the point is Bitcoin and Ethereum are king and queen. They're basically married to each other. Yes, there will be a day. I don't know what the future is going to be like, but don't sleep on Ethereum, guys. Even if Ethereum does get displaced as being like the #1 smart contract platform, I still see it as a huge store of value. I've already explained the issue with Bitcoin and Ethereum, or Bitcoin, BTC versus ETH. In this video right here, I think it was, I explained why Bitcoin there's a huge flaw in Bitcoin. A lot of people don't look at it, but the flaw is the reward system. So what is going to incentivize the miners to keep mining once all the rewards are gone? Oh yeah, it's the transaction fees. Okay, well, if I have digital gold, I don't go to the grocery store, buy a box of cereal with some gold. No, I give them trash. I pay them in the greenbacks. And they're like, yeah, I'll take your greenbacks and here's your cereal. Great. No, I don't pay digital gold. In fact, if I did pay digital gold, the transaction fee on Bitcoin would probably be astronomical. Anyways, guys, you get the concept. That's a quickie on Ethereum. Things are building on there. I just wanted to put that out there, guys. Don't be sleeping on Ethereum. There's lots of bullish news going on. There's tons of institutional investment going on. right now. This is not financial advice, guys, but I'm just explaining it to you guys. Be careful. And this is one other thing I guys want you to see. Do you guys see this? That orange thing? Let me show you back in the heyday. That orange thing was up to here. It was like crazy high. That was like almost 0.16. It was actually higher at one point. Where are we at right now? 0.08. And this is back in the heyday when ETH was like, oh yeah, CryptoKitties are cool. Oh yeah, Poopcoin is so cool. Guys, this is when they were just launching all kinds of garbage, and if it stuck on the wall, they just said, oh wow, that's great. If it didn't, they'd throw something else at the wall and say, it sticks. Okay, you guys get the point. Anyways, guys, don't sleep on ETH. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed this video, smash up the like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification. That way you guys are notified every time we make a new one. Tell me what your guys' thoughts are on Ethereum. There's some comments in the description or in the section below that you can type in there. Tell me what you guys are thinking. Think I'm a lunatic? Great. If you think I'm lying, okay, that's fine. I'm just reading to you guys what's out there. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Wisdom one-liner, Proverbs chapter 27, verses 24. For riches do not endure forever, and a crown is not secure for all generations. I like that first part, man. Guys, remember what really matters in life. Cryptocurrency, money, this stuff is all fun and games. What really matters is love, family, and Jesus. That's it, guys. Make sure you remember what matters. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification. That way you guys can be ahead of the game every time we make a new video.